Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. Hello everybody, we're just going to do a super chill stream, last minute procrastination, have no idea what I was doing until about 5 minutes ago. I've been working on some other stuff that's kind of hard to do on the stream, so just threw a couple of things together to spend a little time on here tonight and just kind of relax. Bjorn, I don't know what that means, but hello. Chicken Chad, yeah man, me too. That's what I do. I listen to lots of people's YouTube lives just while I'm working on something else, you know? It's kind of nice. What am I gonna do here? You know, all you gotta do is pick something up and just try to get going. It's I struggle with procrastination a lot too, so life gets in the way, you know. Right on. I think it might be a little bit too dark over here for me. One more light going. Well, Chad, you know, you just gotta start something and don't feel like it matters if it comes out good or not. Just start something and kind of roll with it. Because it's that expectation of feeling like it needs to be a certain way that usually makes it difficult to get going. It doesn't matter, right? I mean, it's a piece of foam or a piece of whatever. You just kind of make something small, kick it out, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Just do something else. But almost all the time, it'll be useful for something. What's up, Duffman? How you doing, man? Another set of lines. Yeah, exactly. So I do that all the time, and which is why I have several large unfinished projects. I have a mountain with a cave sitting right around the corner over there, and I have a graveyard set up in my my other room. I got some more workspace lined out now. I kind of dedicated some more space to look at those projects, but large projects tend to just kind of go a little bit longer than they should because I start and stop on smaller projects and get those finished in between. But sometimes it's cool to like what I'm doing now has been lots of little church ruins that are going to turn into, you know, they'll all be usable together, so you can just knock out little pieces and have it be kind of modular instead of making just one big diorama. Yeah, Duffman doing good, man. I once again wanted to get on here earlier, but it just didn't work out that way. I might come on for a little bit tomorrow, like in the midday when I'm off. I'll see. Yeah, those projects. The mountain one is cool because it's a mountain with like a cave. It's a rocky hill. You know, it's not quite a mountain, but it's a hill with a cave into it, and there's a river going through that I'm gonna put resin in. So that'll look really cool when it's done. Where am I gonna put it? I have no idea, but that's usually the case for most of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, Bjorn, just start something. Don't worry about what it is. The easiest thing to do is like a hill. Just make a hill, you know? Just layer a few pieces of foam and make a hill. Or just make some rubble bits or something like that, you know? A little busted up some rocks or something are always good. I don't know if any of you guys, I know who Duffman is, but I don't know if any of you guys are on my Instagram channel. I set up one of those broadcast channels so I can message everyone when I go live, but it's 11:30 now, and I don't really want to be lighting up people's phones this late at night. Might get a little annoying. Thought about it, but because it's only like 9:30 in California. But then it's 1:30 on the East Coast. Or 12:30. Oh yeah, LEDs under the river. That sounds really cool. Really cool. And yeah, that's a lot to just kind of get going on. But you could just do one thing. You know, just make a rocky hill, get the base, cut the river out, lay it out. Usually once I lay something out in foam and get it all kind of, or wood, whatever I'm using, it becomes easier to segment off the details and work on them one by one. It's getting started that's usually the hardest part. Although, now that I'm doing this, sometimes, you know, I'll do a commission or I'll have, you know, want to make content, which is a whole other story. I'll stop doing something big to work on smaller projects that are easier to knock content out, and that's not really the greatest thing ever, but it's just kind of one of those things. Bjorn, you know what? I will get up here in a minute and show you what I have so far. It's big, though. Yeah, you know what? Let me do that right now. Give me 1 second. Oh man. Alright, holy smokes. There's a lot of clutter on top of this because I've just been dumping my scraps on here. Let me just make this bigger so I can see what's going on. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is a mess. So, I think you could see this is a giant, colossal mess that I may or may not be able to... Here we go, that's a little bit better. So, back in this area is actually the cave. This goes on top like that. So you got the little cave in here, and right here, which is all covered in all this crap, is the river coming through. And there's like a little slight hill on this side, so maybe I'll uncover it and take some more pictures. On the back here is just some like generic looking rocks that I'll paint up and maybe throw lots of little like moss and stuff in there to kind of give it more of a realistic look. But for 12-inch figures, I just thought it would be cool because I don't really have anything this tall. So yeah, now that that's a giant mess over here, Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what it is, man. I wasn't really set up for that, but kind of the pink blob of madness. Duffman's finally done working on the trees. Got 19 of them to start on the bases this weekend. 19 of those trees. Wow, dude. That's a lot of trees. I feel like this wall is going to have to be two-sided. Oh, nice. Yeah, the 2-inch foam is a little bit pricey, though, in comparison to the 1-inch, but I don't use it as much, so I just usually just buy a sheet, throw it in the garage. Really nice for hills and stuff. Duffman, I'm trying to remember, was it you that said you could just print out some paper and use it for a stained glass window? I know there was you and one other guy. One guy said do Mod Podge and alcohol ink, and I thought, oh, maybe resin even. And then someone else said print it out. 50 something a sheet, yeah. Well, I mean, it's inexpensive compared to what art supplies cost for that much material, but it's still something to think about. Am I on screen? Okay, yeah, so I did that on a few things, and it worked out really well. Here's that piece that I made the other time I was on here. We were talking about it. And that's just the printed paper with the acrylic behind it. I didn't realize it was going to be, because it's just one sheet of white paper, it was going to be that transparent, you know, or translucent. But it's, yeah, it works pretty well. And I made a couple other things too. I might show those here in a little bit. I'm working on a YouTube video for one. It's got the round window in it. Yeah, I'm liking it. It's a really simple solution for it. Because I was trying to make stuff by hand and it was just a bit much. Yeah. Well. I feel like this wall really needs to be more funky. It's a little too not busted up looking on this side here. It's too straight. Well, yeah, I'll draw the lines first. Let's do that. Then I'll take some more chunks out. See. So is anyone working on anything right now or just chilling? All right, Bjorn. Have a good night, man. Oh, yeah. Take care, Duffman. Get some sleep, and hopefully I'll do this again next Friday a little bit earlier, I'm hoping for. Probably going to do a little bit of painting, a little dry brushing after this. I got that stone floor, ruined stone floor I made a few streams back. I need to do some dry brushing on. So for anyone just joining, just doing a little bit of some diorama crafting or action figure prop, backdrop, whatever you want to call it. Working on a few random things. This is just a little piece of ruined wall that is part of a bunch of church stuff, like ruined church pieces that I'm making right now. You know what, though? I think I'm going to switch over to the little bit of painting I'm going to do real quick so we can maybe get some dry time in, and I'll come back to this in a second. So we're just going to be painting this. Really, really simple. throw up a little paper on here. It's a really soft brush, which I have been really liking. I used to always use kind of like a harder bristle flat brush for everything like this, but I don't know, the soft brush really works very well for just kind of gliding over surfaces. It can still kind of streak, but I find it doesn't streak as much. Start with this really dark gray. I'll do some highlights with a lighter gray. Maybe I'll go a little lighter than that. Maybe I'll do. And then I'll probably, because it's the ground, I'll throw some greens and like some browns and stuff in there, here and there. Chad, it's chill vibes and relaxing gaming music. Here, I'll throw it on real quick. It's one of the few things I've found that does not, it's copyright free, so it doesn't ding YouTube's copyright claim thing. Lots of things claim to be copyright free, you put it on and you still get a copyright strike, but this one works no problems all the way through. I've played it. Nice and chill. But yeah, it's about, what was it, 2 hours and 59 minutes long, so about 3 hours long. I put it on sometimes, even when I'm not streaming. I'll also listen to Like sometimes the lo-fi chill study mix, or even like classical music study mix, that kind of stuff when I'm working on stuff. Things with words kind of gets too distracting. It's kind of hard for me to just kind of focus in and zone out. Although I do listen to like podcasts occasionally. I don't know if not podcasts necessarily, but YouTube talk stuff. All right. This dries super, super quick. Let me move myself around here a little bit. Kind of late. I'm kind of tired, so not really feeling too talkative. But if anyone, says anything or asks any questions or just wants to say hi or whatever, I will more than likely respond. No problem, buddy. push this side. Skipping around here. Move this dude out of the way. He's just sitting there on my desk. And there he went. Could just take a brush and blast this whole thing, but I don't know, I just don't feel like doing that. Lately, I've just been kind of picking out spots here and there to dry brush with this, these ruins. I kind of like the way that looks more. Whoops, wrong color. Anyone been playing Diablo 4? I've been playing that this week a fair amount. Beat the campaign. Trying not to play too many hours at a time. I've been staying away from video games the last couple of years, but I was like, well, I used to play Diablo. I played the first one and I played the third one. I didn't like the second one too much. But I don't know. It's pretty good so far. They definitely have a interesting skill tree, lots of abilities and combinations and stuff. It's a little grindy, but it's a gear grind kind of game. Not too bad though. I want to start doing some more multiplayer stuff. I really haven't. I'm in a clan, but I haven't actually done anything together with any of them yet. But soon. All right. Maybe up here a little bit. This looks kind of. I need a green. Let me get a green. Nope. Yep, I've been talking to myself with the microphone on mute. That's cool. High quality right there. That is too much paint. Oh well. Won't be too bad when it dries. Liberal with the dry brushing, I guess. I'll use blast on the corners and stuff. Taking too long. So every time you do a lighter color when you're doing this, you always want to have significantly less paint of the next lighter color. I used to just kind of put on the same amount with each layer, and it really doesn't look anywhere near as good. Pretty much done with that for now. Let's do a little bit of the green. Not going to do too much green. I have these little grass tufts I might add in here, but I don't have them handy. I got to go dig for them. Trying to get organized with my stuff, but it's a lot of stuff. I really like the way that looks. Yeah, in order for the green to show up, it's got to be on the white. I should have thought about that. Duh. So we'll just take over a couple of spots here and there. Piece come up right there. Briscoe, what's up, Briscoe? Pretty quiet in here tonight. Had a few people in earlier, but I kind of started late, so some people just kind of came through, went to sleep early, went to sleep already as well. What are you up to? Okay, it's all right, not too bad. Maybe I'll work on these a little bit too. They need some highlighting. Yeah, man, I'm kind of tired tonight. I'm just kind of mumbling to myself. It's the diorama and chill and mumble stream, late night edition. Yeah, I notice you're on here a lot late at night, Briscoe. Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Worked today, came home, worked on some other stuff. Got that workbench set up behind me back there, like a station. It's great. It's really good for doing YouTube videos, but I can't get cameras over there to stream easily, so I'll have to figure out something over here to kind of get a little more room. I'd like to have a little more room and maybe another camera so I can have some other angles, or really have another camera for a hot wire cutter so I can just get up and do that without jumping out of frame every time. But pretty good, man. Pretty good. It's getting hot in Texas. Nasty out. Humid. We got 300 or 400 degree days coming up. So that's fun. Yeah, Briscoe, you know, gray skies do not bother me that much. I know it does a lot of people, but I kind of like slightly gloomy weather, especially if it's a little bit cooler and raining. It could be warm and raining is okay, but I don't like it when it's gloomy and humid and nasty and not even raining. But I really like the rain, storms and such. I dig. But definitely a lot of people, they do not like the gloomy weather. Kind of messes with them even. The problem with it getting sunnier here, oh, and it will get sunnier, is it goes up to like 106, 107, sometimes 110. You know, that's pretty rare, but it did last year. A couple of days we had like 111, and it is just too much. That was too much paint too. I used to like it. I didn't mind the heat up until I started getting heat exhaustion when I was about 30. And then my opinion kind of changed on the matter. 2 months of sun. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm guessing it's probably like it gets warm in the day and then it cools down at night. You can still go out, go for a walk. Wow, look at that, crazy. My hair's always crazy. But here it's like, it's brutal. I mean, it gets hot and it just stays hot. It'll be 100 degrees at 7 o'clock at night, and then by the time it hits like 11:30 p.m., it might cool down to 93 or something like that. It doesn't go down in the 70s and get cool and nice out, which is what it does in New York. Even if it gets hot, it cools down by usually 7 or 8 o'clock. You can go out and take a nice walk. You can here, but it's still hot. Nice. I remember one time in New York when I was probably a teenager, maybe like 14 or 15. It was a pretty hot day during the summer and we had a sun shower. And it was, I just still remember it vividly because it was just so cool. The pavement was hot enough that when the rain hit the pavement, it almost made like water vapor, you know? So it's just hitting the pavement. You see the humidity just coming up right off the pavement. It's really cool look, and it wasn't even cloudy outside. You know, I mean, I don't remember. I mean, I know it was sunny. I don't remember like looking up and seeing one cloud raining or anything like that. I suppose there might have been, but it seemed like it was pretty much raining out of almost a clear sky. Pretty neat. Here, that doesn't usually happen, but we get some crazy storms and tornadoes. Briscoe, you're near the coast? Because that's usually what happens at New York too, you know. We were right near the water, so you get that nice cool down as soon as the sun starts going down. Oh, I'm off camera. What am I doing? Nice. Yeah, I'm probably 4 to 5 hours, 4.5 hours from the Gulf of Mexico, which is sort of the ocean. So Briscoe, what streams have you been watching lately? Anything new? I still see you in What a Funk every now and then, or pretty much, you know, every Thursday, Wednesday this week. There we go. That's a little bit better. I think I moved the camera last time I got up and I didn't even notice. Okay, nice. Yeah, hella dope. That's right. I forgot about that. I'm in there every week now, but I forgot about it. You been playing Diablo 4 at all yet, Briscoe? Japanese Dragon Quest. I don't even know what that is. I remember a game called Dragon Quest on Nintendo, maybe? Was it on Nintendo? Or was that Dragon Warrior I'm thinking of? Might have been Dragon Warrior. Yeah, I thought about upgrading to play Diablo 4, and I was like, nah, I'm just going to play it on what I got. I have an Xbox One, and it's alright. You know, it's obviously not as crisp as some of the other ones would be, but Diablo has never had, like, the most fantastic graphics, in my opinion. It's always been kind of moody, you know? I mean, it looks cool. The ambiance is cool, but it's never been crisp. It's always been kind of muddy, motiony. So maybe they did better in some of the more high-res versions that they have out now. I did see on when I was looking on some review sites, the graphics, some of the stills look pretty good. But in the game, yeah, it was passable, you know. It all goes by pretty quick. Oh yeah, I should have done that. Dragon Warrior was the American name for Dragon Quest. They had to change it to Dragon Warrior in the US because there was a Dragon Quest tabletop RPG at the time in the West. Okay, well that makes sense. So it's just a retro gaming stream basically? Or do they have modern Dragon Warrior games? I played it a little bit, but I didn't really get super into it. I did play, like Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger, a lot of the SNES stuff, a lot more. Although I did play Final Fantasy 1 on Nintendo, played Zelda on Nintendo. I don't even know if I beat the original Zelda. I know we beat Link to the Past on Super Nintendo, but I don't even know if I ever beat the original Zelda, which is kind of crazy because I know I played it a lot. But as a kid, I play games, I just never beat them. Because I was like 9 or something like that when Zelda came out. Maybe even younger. That's it for that. I think I'm going to go back to the carving of that little ruin section. They do speed runs 100% of all the game, but some of the streams go really hardcore into the role-playing aspect and have different voices for each character. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, because there was no voice acting or anything. It was all just, MIDI back then. It's pretty cool. Those speedrun guys, that's crazy stuff. I mean, I guess, played all that stuff before the internet, so the idea of it seems wild, but if you just focus on a game and play it over and over again, especially go on the internet, figure out how to do everything, you'll, I guess anyone could kind of pick that up. It might be kind of interesting to try and do one day. Speed run of, I don't know what. Yeah, maybe Zelda would be cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sure you could put up, don't they have captions that translate now for most of that stuff? Translation technology has gotten pretty amazing. I thought there was one built into YouTube, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Didn't I have a dulled pencil here just a moment ago? Maybe I was using this one. Oh well. Too sharp. Dude, I know I had a dulled pencil here a second ago. One moment. There we go. I'm starting to get all my tools set up back there behind me, but I can't stream from back there, so not yet anyway. Yeah, Briscoe, I kind of find, though, I end up listening to stuff so much, sometimes it does get a little distracting. Like, I feel like I always need to have something on in the background now when I'm working on stuff, and I don't know how good that is. Sometimes just working in quiet is good. Or I like music like this sometimes, too. It's just kind of not mentally engaging. It's kind of background noise. Because the danger is if I have something on that is interesting occasionally, or I'll just stop what I'm doing and veg out. Bricks going. I think I'm just gonna wing these. Yeah, it needs something in the background. It's kind of a crutch, though, you know? I don't know. I didn't used to need something in the background. It's like an attention junkie. You just need something stimulating you all the time. We're getting overstimulated with too many inputs. Sometimes I'll be in the living room watching TV with my iPad in my lap playing a game, checking Instagram on my phone. You know? I mean, that's It's a bit much. I've been trying to take little detoxes here and there, like just a couple of hours of just turning my phone off and not having any screens on, because I really park myself in front of a lot of screens. Pretty much everything I'm doing, I always have a screen going. Those didn't come out too bad. Okay, let's... chunk this up a little bit. Nope, not too much there. That's all right. Yeah, it's just overstimulated. We're all overstimulated, overexposed to too much crap, and our attention spans are shorter and shorter, so we need more and more input to feel normal. And it's like one of those frog in the boiling water situation. I got the foam in my beard. The frog in the boiling water situation, where it just happened a little at a time over years, so you didn't really notice it happening. But if I try to read a full-length book now, it's so difficult. I used to have no problem. I would read book after book after book. And now it's like very hard. I never finish a book if I start one. I'm sure I could if I really, really force myself to, and I need to. But everything we consume is shorter and shorter form content, especially with, like, you know, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. You go through so much so quick. And even when reading stuff online, you know, it's shorter. A couple of pages instead of reading a whole book. Yeah, it's not good. I only have a couple of things I bought new, but I've even been meaning to reread books that I read a long time ago and I've had for 20 or 30 years, and I'm just like, I have a Robert Jordan. I don't know if you know who Robert Jordan is, but the Wheel of Time series, they started making a show out of it, although they kind of butchered it. Yeah, that book, the first book, I don't know, it's probably about 800 pages long. I read about 150 pages into it 8 months ago or something. Haven't touched it since. It's sitting right there. Maybe I'll read a little tonight. Although I might need to start with something a little bit lighter. Maybe some old, like, what do you call it? Are those called pulps? The little graphic novel, like not the graphic novels, the little light stories, the really short science fiction fantasy stories. I got a few of those I want to read. Eduardo, what's up? Brazil here. Up late working again, Eduardo? Wow, so you can't even sleep without something playing in the background? No, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. I fall asleep pretty good. I've been trying to, well, I have been. I guess I haven't been trying to. I have been exercising just a little bit, you know, not long, maybe 15 minutes 4 or 5 times a week, just a little something just to kind of move around and offset the sitting in the chair so much. And I find that has helped me go to sleep quite a bit better. Also, you know, waking up at 6 in the morning and staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning also makes you fall asleep pretty easy. Although today I totally cheated. I probably slept about 3 hours in the middle of the day. Eduardo is doing tired, but fine. It's right where I am. I need... Oh, there we go. What do we got here? Been on an hour and 25 minutes. Good deal. Yeah, too many hours. Although, if I'm not doing too much, I operate pretty good off of about 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours is pretty solid for me. 5.5 is usually good. But if I do something physical, then that starts to creep up towards 8 or 9 hours. You can kind of get away with it for a while. Maybe a month or two, and then just start snoozing everywhere like an old man. I guess I am turning into an old man. Halfway there. Maybe a little more than half. Keep the flame burning? I don't know, man. I don't know. The flame needs to chill a little bit every now and then. So I know I keep saying this, but I'm going to try to get on here a little bit earlier next week. And I'm thinking, I don't know, I might just pop on tomorrow in the middle of the day. Which will be kind of weird because I'm never on in the middle of the day. I'll see. I have a couple of things coming. I have a Gundam coming that I might build on stream, although that might take more than one stream because it's a master grade Gundam. There's quite a few parts in those kits. Yeah, I think the Gundam might be cool. They're, and I'm not going to do, airbrush it or anything like that. I'll just put it together, do some light sanding on the parts, just to get the nubs off, and maybe I'll do panel lining. I don't know, I have some Gundam markers, but I think they might be dried out. This is an old one right here. Well, that might work still. I have a couple I put together. I've had this one for a long time. I can't even remember what the scale was, but it was huge. It was bigger, like one of the biggest Gundams they made, I'm pretty sure, at least production. Have you ever heard of Krieger? I can't even say that first name. Krieger. I feel like Krieger sounds like an anime or something, but I'm not sure. So, not that I recall. Briscoe, what is it? Is that like an anime or game? That's got to be an anime. I'll use this one. Japanese robot model kits that are human-like World War II tank armor. Okay. Okay. No, but I think I know what you're talking about, maybe. I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen some older stuff that kind of rings a bell like that. This foam in Brazil is very expensive. Yeah, in some parts of the world, it is. It is in some parts of the world. I've heard that. It is not very expensive here, though. I mean, it's not free or anything, but for an 8-foot by 4-foot sheet of this 1-inch is, and obviously the price is relative to the cost of living, but it's about $20 for a sheet here. Might be $25. It used to be like $14, then it went up to almost $30 for a while. Obviously, $25 US in some parts of the world is quite a bit of money. I'm not sure what it's like in Brazil. But that's like lunch here. So yeah, for here, the reason why a lot of people use pink foam is because it's relatively cheap in comparison to buying arts and crafts supplies. Like if you were buying clay or plaster and all that, plaster's pretty cheap. Clay's pretty cheap in small quantities, but also this just works really, really well. Eduardo, what do you think a sheet of this would cost? 8 foot by 4 foot, 1 inch thick. I don't know if you would know the conversion to American dollars or not. Cork board, particle board, or anything like that for dioramas. I mean, I use cork for street pavement sometimes. It has a nice texture for pavement. You can rip it up. It's very difficult to glue down. It takes a lot of glue, and you have to really get it on there. Particle board, if you mean MDF board, yes, for bases and stuff. Not particle board specifically, but lots of different, bits of wood. I mean, I think if you want to build something that's really going to be super solid and you were building something bigger, incorporating wood into it would definitely be a smart choice. Might even be necessary depending on how big it is and how much weight you were putting in it. I used to use MDF board a lot for bases of things, especially with war games terrain, which is something I kind of want to do with this stuff again too, is just make like a nice little base to put things on for displays and such. But having a base makes it a little bit less modular. It's a little bit more less realistic, I guess, if you want to say that. But it kind of adds to the presentation if you're just sitting it alone on a shelf with some figures on it or something, having a base. Now all of a sudden you have some greenery to go along with the wall or whatever you know, the main piece item is. Right, Eduardo. I would imagine it's quite a difference. Rent here has been going up and up too, so dollar does not go very far here like it used to. Think of what kind of snack can I have right now. I think I got some. What are those things called? Those pecan swirl little coffee cake things. I might grab one of those in a second. I bought a small dio base about 9 years ago, and it's made of something that feels similar to the stuff game boards are made out of. So if you mean like a almost a thick cardboard texture, that's probably what they call chipboard. Although that kind of warps sometimes, so I usually like MDF board a little bit more, which is almost like wood. Medium density fiberboard. You can't see any of the particles in it. It's just like a brown soup turned into a solid. You have to be careful cutting that stuff though, because the dust does contain formaldehyde in it, so you don't want to be breathing that in. Sanding it as well. One meal here you pay $5. Is that like eating out, like a good meal, or is that eating at home? Because I can get lunch for $5, but it's not going to be, you know, get some very cheap fast food. Although most fast food full lunch meals now are probably around $8 to $12. And if you go to a restaurant, it's going to run probably about 15 to 20. Nothing too fancy. You can actually probably get a lot higher than 20, but I don't eat out that much, or at all lately, I should say. Work on these edges a little bit, make them a little less uniform. McDonald's costs $13 to $15 for 2 cheeseburgers and a medium fries. It's $15 for a regular pizza. Crazy ready. Yeah, everything has gone way up. I got some Burger King a few days ago. I like Schlotzsky's. I don't know if you have Schlotzsky's there, but 2 Schlotzsky sandwiches, not the combo or anything, is like $19. Just 2 regular sandwiches. No drink, no nothing. They're good. They're probably not great for you, but they sure taste good. But coffee used to be, $5 for the big can, like Folgers or just a basic coffee, and it went up to about almost $11 here for a while. This last week was the first time I saw it drop down a little bit. It was $9.98, and I was like, oh man. So yeah, all that stuff has gone up a lot the last year or two. I went to Burger King, and I thought they had 2 Whoppers for $5 because they used to do that sale. So I asked him, hey, you got the 2 Whoppers for $5? Me and my buddy are there. And we're in the drive-thru, and they say, yeah, we got them. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me get 2 Whoppers, $5. Cool. It's 2 Whopper Juniors. Yeah, we were laughing, sitting there. I think I ate mine in about 2 bites. But better than nothing. Didn't feel like going through the drive-thru again. Steak, French fries, and a salad for $5? What kind of steak? I can't even get a steak at the supermarket for that, dude. I mean, like, the worst steak. $5 is like pork chops at home. Damn, I'm getting hungry now talking about all this. It's killing me. I just bought some steaks the other day, and it was $21 for 2 ribeyes. And they weren't like the super fancy kind either, but they were decent. 21 bucks. I haven't been buying any because the price has gone up so much, but really wanted some, and they were good too. Came out good. Well, Eduardo, it's very convenient. That sounds good for sure. Denny's is good. Yeah, I haven't been to Denny's in a long time, but Denny's is good. Around here we got Denny's, we got IHOP, Waffle House. My stomach is just rumbling with the stream, all this food talk. We're just like, we're probably all getting ready to go get a snack right now. You guys are probably already eating. Got me sitting here thinking about chicken fried steak and a ribeye. Maybe a nice Greek salad doesn't sound bad either. I gotta get a snack. This is killing me. Let me see. I think we'll glue a couple of bricks on here. It's crazy how just one little stupid brick on top makes it look so much more cool because it's random. So some of these need to come out and get rid of that. What else? Let's take this whole brick out. Yeah, let's do some crooked bricks too. Those are always cool. All right, we'll leave that in. Yeah, like I said, I got those little swirly pecan rolls, but I gotta go get them. I got a banana right there, but I'm not eating a freaking banana on stream. Medium sirloin. All right. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, Briscoe, yeah. Yeah, you never know who's lurking around here. Might have Meme Master Manny just kicking it somewhere we don't even know. To be on the same. Maybe one of these. What would this look like? It might. You never know. You never know. That's cool. Adds a little character to it. Throw a loose brick on top. needs more glue. That's crazy. Okay. Maybe one on this side. This pin. Nope, that's not gonna work. Gotta be careful with the knife now because I'm getting tired. When I'm tired, I don't always think as clearly what direction I'm going. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. You know what? Yeah, we'll just leave that out. That looks cool like that too. Just missing. Cinnabon? Yeah, sure, they're good. I haven't had one in a long time. But they, I want to say they have them at Starbucks. And they have, what was it? No, they got their own place. Yeah, they got their own place. I've only had it a couple of times. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave this to dry. Oop. Yeah, I don't have that fixed in there yet, but this was that thing I carved in the other stream. And we got the little stained glass going in there. Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. Called Capcom's Forgotten D&D Games. It's all about how D&D... Oh, wow. Record of the Lotus War. Yeah, I watched that a long time ago. Need to watch that again. Capcom's Forgotten Dungeons and Dragons games. Yeah, I might watch that. It's on YouTube. Cool, Briscoe. Yeah, I'll probably give that a watch. If I could find it, I don't see it. Capcom's Forgotten Dungeons and Dragons games. Not seeing it immediately. William SRD. All right, I'm sure that'll help. Okay, how D&D came to Japan. Capcom's Forgotten Dungeons & Dragons games. Yeah, I'll watch that. This channel actually looks pretty cool. Rogue Trader. It's got some Warhammer, Games Workshop stuff going on here. Cool, cool. Time. Well, we're at about 2 hours and 7 minutes, and it's 1:36 in the morning. I think I'm gonna get something to eat, a little snack, although I shouldn't eat right before bed, and then probably pass out. So, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, Eduardo, Briscoe, the other lurkers that have been in here. Appreciate you guys too, and I hope everyone has a good night. And I might pop on tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe. So, brick something. Thank you, man. Take care, and everyone have a good night.